So, this is throwing me off for a loop. I've had a situation that did this to me. And I, being the man that I was, I knew that she was crazy. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I knew that she was crazy. I knew it. But I thought that it was stupidity. I'm just calling it what it is. It was stupidity. I thought that my relationship to her, my familiarity with her, how long we known each other, would trump her craziness, in a sense of she would understand that actually he's trying to be a good man for me and to me while she's going through what she said that she was going through. But needless to say, it was a false. It was a false. Like, she said that she was pregnant. She wasn't fucking pregnant. She called me on my birthday, mind you. She called me on my birthday. Mind you, I used the condom. Okay? So, ladies, get off my back before you even start. She called me, talk about some, yeah, I'm missing I'm late with my period. She called me on my birthday. She knew it was my birthday. And those who know, when people do shit like this, where they make it about them on your birthday, not knowing any type of ins and outs of what the fucking truth may be, but on the morning of your birthday, she hits you with a, I think I'm late text, and you had a late text. But I said to myself, regardless, I'm gonna still show up for you, because I really did want to. I really did. And I promise you, ever since that day, I looked at her different. I looked at her so different. I looked at her as manipulative. I looked at her as gaslighting. I looked at her everything that I didn't want to put the label on her. When she did that shit, I said, you fucked up. You are a fucked up person, dog. And I still invested in the sense of we still talked to her. We were still cordial. You know what I mean? That type of shit. But I think God was literally trying to separate. He was literally trying to force the separation. Force the separation to the fourth part, to where she had to be literally disgusted with me. You know what I mean? Because I was still trying to show up, still trying to be there. But in ways that I was still trying to show up, it started to look as though she seen me as a manipulative fuck nigga. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I'm shopping with her, literally buying her groceries, doing, treating her right, talking to her right, showing up when I can. And at the same time, I'm like, as much as you think that I'm supposed to do all of these things, because it was entitlement. She wanted me to pick up whenever she called. She wanted me to give her shit whenever she wanted to get her shit. She wanted me to just think, oh, well, she said she like gummy bears, so the next time I come over, I better have gummy bears. So how dare I, mind you, this is verbatim, how dare I come over her crib without gummy bears? This is you know what I mean? So again, it was God like literally separating us. This shit kind of triggering. I'm not gonna hold you. I went through a whole spiel, but this shit is kind of triggering. But just be safe, fellas. Be fucking safe. And I say that, I need to also say that to me, because I'm not gonna hold you. I'm still dealing with crazies. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm still dealing with them. I'm not. Hey, it's a little bit of therapy. I need to go to therapy. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm still in therapy. Matter of fact, what's today? I got a therapy session at about 2 p.m. that I need to talk with somebody with. But yeah, fellas, this shit is not a game. They will trap you. Abba just got a little bit of money. You feel me? He got some money on him. They will trap you for less. Okay? Be safe.
I flew down anyways. And the night before the abortion, she was talking to me. She's like, we can have more kids in the future. And I'm like, right before you're going to go end this, that's what you want to come for me with? So I'm like, just stop. It's okay. I'm not here to be a sour pout. I'm not pouting. It's okay. Let's just go through with this. I wake up in the morning and she canceled the abortion. So this is like the 9th time already that she's changed her mind between having it or not having it. And I can't stress this to you guys enough, how fucking debilitating and mentally breaking it is to have to deal with somebody changing their mind. Now, I'm sympathetic.
I dealt with this with another woman with the aspect of, they'll tell you the aspect of, yes, I want to be on this type of time with you, and then switch it up. All of a sudden, baby fever. And it is a power play. A lot of women don't want to see it as such, They want to see it as I'm just in my emotions, but it is a manipulative power play as well. They will label it as I'm just in my emotions, but it is a power play. I'm just going to keep it a buck with you. Because in this instance, he's talking about the aspect of she flipped, yes, then no, she didn't want to have it. Then yes, she wanted to have it, then no, that she didn't want to have it. And like he's about to say, I get that emotions can be involved in it, but it's the way that the emotions were invoked in these type of situations. She was watching Abba to see how he would respond. Then when he responded, not in the way that she wanted, but in a nonchalant, calm, it's almost like, and therapists will say this, that sometimes when people react to a certain individual that is trauma responded with calm, chill, almost to in their head, it's nonchalant, it's fear inductive, it's, oh well, because you are so calm and you're so stoic, it's a red flag to me. Because how could you be so calm? And I'm over here going through it in my head. I'm going through it in a sense, like I'm trying to give you the aspect of that, why they will almost self-sabotage. Stop pointing this gun at my ass, I'm tripping. But why they will almost self-sabotage, because you are too calm. You too calm. And this is giving me in my head that you don't give a fuck. So going back to the power play, well, how do I make you give a fuck? How do I not make you, but almost like find ways to say certain things or do certain things to, like, if I say no, does he care? Well, it doesn't seem like that moved him. So if I say yes, does he care? And I think that that's exactly what she was doing. You understand what I mean? I've had this done to me, but it was more so the aspect of I told this person that that's not what I wanted, and they said that that's not what they wanted. And the moment we actually in the aspect of, okay, we both understand that that's not what we wanted, all of a sudden shit changed. You know what I mean? Like, it just is what it is, man. Be safe, fellas.
Because I can imagine it's a stressful situation. You're deciding your future. You're hormonal. You know, I'm being as patient as I can be throughout the whole process. I'm not saying nothing because I don't know what it's like to carry a kid.
I don't.
But to be honest with you, it was tough on me. Okay, the same.
That's what I was hitting it with too. I had to, like, rather than speak to her, I didn't want to speak to her. And some women will look at it like, oh, because you don't want to speak to me, you're being abusive, like stonewalling. Or I guess I think that they're in their mind as being like is it stonewalling, graywalling, something like that. But it's me telling myself that if I say something to her, because I clearly said something to her before she was in this predicament, if I say something to her to let her know how I feel about not wanting the baby, that can then determine what she does next. Once she does either yes or no, because of what I said to her, I am the villain. I am the villain. And I'm the villain regardless, don't get it twisted. But then I feel as though I understand why she would think to herself, oh shit, I had the baby and he did tell me that he didn't want the baby. But it's like, oh shit, I had the baby and he said that he didn't mind having a baby, right? This is just, another scenario. And I had the baby not knowing what what I want as the woman, what she wanted. So that's why I don't say anything. That's why I understand where Abra was coming from. I wouldn't say anything because I want you to want what you want. It's your body. At the end of the day, it's your body. I know these niggas be on some weird shit talking about well, it's my seed. Yeah, it's your seed until it's in her body. Then it's a problem. Like then it just is what it is. Now, I'm of the belief that if women have the ability to AB pregnancy, then men should be able to AB their money. That's just my belief. Again, not saying that this will happen, but that's just my belief. If that man was straightforward with her from the beginning and let her know, has text messages and all the documents to prove, hey, I don't want this baby, I don't want this child, and she says the same thing, she also agrees, and they pursue to do the do, and she all of a sudden gets pregnant, he should have the ability to be like, nah, I'll let her know. I was straight up with her. She agreed, and shit, you know what I mean? Like, shit just happened. But she chose to, because that's her body. You understand what I mean? That's just me, personally. I know I may be the only one to die on that hill, but that's a hill that I'm willing to die on, to be honest with you. Just is what it is. It takes in the aspect of accountability for your actions, for your choices. Because, mind you, that woman is being not only susceptible to unaliving during pregnancy, but while she has that baby, she's at her most vulnerable state. That's a child she then has to take care of. That man already said that he no longer wants to be a part of. That's another form of abuse to that child. The child ain't even here yet. You understand what I mean? Choices. But needless to say, that's just my thoughts on it.
It was tough on her. I'm here to villainize her or whatever. All my friends, listen, my friends have nothing nice to say about her, okay? They say she didn't have women were pregnant, it's lying, whatever.
Facts.
I don't say any of that.
So Abba from Abba in Preach responds immediately to his ex-girlfriend saying that he was going to abandon the child because she was pregnant and he was blocking her and shit like that. Man, he sat down for 2 hours and explained this and showed proof. This woman is evil though, dog. This woman is evil. She got her friends involved to try to blackmail him about releasing a recording. But she tried to make it seem like he didn't want the child. But what we find out is he wanted the child.
He actually did wanted the child.
The reason he wanted the child is because he loved her, and also I guess
can't have children.
The
I don't
doctor
think.
said he had a low possibility of having children. So this might have been his only time having a child that she eventually aborted. Not because he wanted her to, because she kept playing the game and trying to control him mentally by saying, "Oh, I'm going to go abort the child tomorrow if they get into an argument or some shit," which makes me believe she never had a child. But she tried to frame it as if he just walked away and he just had this deadbeat energy.
Yeah.
But really, initially, she wanted to abort the child. But let's get into it.
That's crazy.
Shit evil.
That's crazy.
And I regret the way I handled it. And I feel like the first few weeks, I was like thinking about you first. I feel like I was like in a triangle of like, okay, if I don't have the baby.
And mind you, I'm gonna just keep it a buck, fellas. Fellas, listen to me. Y'all hear me? Let me, cause y'all gotta see what the type of woman that fellas, she fine. She fine. I say this all the time. If she this fucking fine and she this fucking gorgeous, she's fucking crazy. And you might want to stay the fuck back. Stay away. This is just my logic. Women that are 10s and above, 10s, 10 out of 10s and 11 out of 10s and 12 out of 10s, you need to stay the fuck away from. This is me. I know this because I've dealt with women that are 8s and are fucking crazy, 7s and are fucking crazy. At the very least, like, I'm not saying that you gotta get a 6, 5.5, deal with average. I'm just saying, if you're going to get a fucking fine ass woman, go to the gym, pretty ass face, model type shit. You feel me? Just know you gonna probably be dealing with some crazy. I want to show y'all, but y'all just look her up. Her name is Libby or something like that. Libby. Just look up Abba and Libby on YouTube. You on YouTube right now? Just look it up. I'll let you even go to it. Come back. We'll talk about it. You feel me? Cause she fine. She fine. I think she's like mixed with Asian. Like she may be like a cross between black and Asian. I'm guilty. You got me. Yes. That's my type. I'm not gonna hold you. I want to go to Japan and everything. Yes. But push come. Wake up, nigga. I'm gonna definitely let my daughter know. Hey, you black. Okay. I'm gonna let her know you black. Okay. I'm not gonna be like them fathers out here trying to move you away from the black community. I'm also know, hey baby, you got a little bit of, you got a lighter skin, and they gonna be coming. So know what type of black man you choose if you going for black men. Hey, you don't have to, but just know that if you gonna go for them, know why they choosing you, and not out of some you lighter skin, so that's why I like you. Do they actually fuck with you on a genuine fucking level? You feel me? And I do believe that. I think that the Abba would have been a good father. I do. I think that he's a good. I think that he's a good man. But you know, that's the whole parasocial shit. I don't know what he likes or what he acts like, right? And I've disagreed with Abba a couple of times. Like, I don't agree with everything he fucking says. I think that he does have a attitude with aspects of things should be this way and society is run this way, and it's like, but nigga, we know this. I mean, I don't know. It's just I do disagree with him a lot of the times. Give me a minute. I do disagree with him. Marcus Ford. Oh damn, it's my boy Marcus. Marcus, if you see this, boy, happy birthday. But yeah, I gotta hit him up. Gotta call him. But yeah, like, I think that Abba's probably a good. I think he could be seen as a good father. I think that he has the attributes of a good father, right? But again, I don't know him personally. It's just that I think that his logic behind a lot of things, I can see him raising a son to be very, like, I believe that the way that Abba is because of his father. It's not just a persona. You know what I mean? I that's what I believe. Because of, also, I think he's East African, and they just have a different upbringing. You know what I mean? This is me personally. You know what I mean? But I say that, but I also know who's his friends. Like, he has friends like Destiny, like that. He's close with niggas like Destiny. Like, just keep it a buck. I'm just keeping it a buck. Like, just Destiny. Right? That's all you got to say, right? But woo! Like, you know what I mean? Wake up, nigga.
Things can continue going on with Abba, but if I have the baby, then it's just like all this pressure with someone. You know,
I understand that's what you thought in your head, but like, I think the frustrating part for me is I literally flew down to be there for you for the abortion. I don't know how things were going to go afterwards, but like, I would have supported you regardless. But
it didn't seem like that. It didn't. You kept saying like you're never going to be the same.
See what I said? It didn't seem like that. You remember what I said? I said that to her, it could be an aspect of, she's like, why are you so stoic? Why are you so nonchalant? Why are you not emoting like I emote as a woman? Why are you not emoting? Again, ladies, listen to this. We do not feel the way that you feel. We feel the same feelings, but we process them differently. And y'all keep, like, it goes over y'all head when we say this. We feel the same feelings: sorrow, pain, depression, sadness, feeling weak, feeling vulnerable. We feel that shit, but we feel it and process it differently compared to women. And that's why I do believe that the way that boys are taught in school compared to the way that girls are taught, boys are taught like they're malfunction or dysfunctional girls. Like, they're raised to be dysfunctional girls. Let's just keep it a buck. And girls are raised to be dysfunctional men. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. That's just my thought on the aspect, because it's like they're telling a boy to sit down, stay still in school, right, just to learn. That's not usually how a lot of men learn. We learn hands-on with tools, figuring out shit hands-on, straight up, you know, like face-to-face talking, mentor, you know what I mean, all that shit. Women, group type of mentality. They can be sit, they can be still, they can be patient. not all, but that's just, we process our learning in different ways, for lack of better words. I'm gonna let it play.
But that's just true, right? Like, you are not going to be the same either, and that's okay. Like, I wasn't going to lie to you and tell you I was going to come out the other side one way, but I told you I'd be supportive and I'd be there for you, regardless. I didn't go down there to convince you not to do it. I went down there believing you were really going to do it. That's why I went down there. And like, you wanted to talk about it. I didn't even want to talk about it when I came down. You were trying to comfort me, and I said it's okay.
You didn't even want to talk about it.
But you were having a hard time, and sorry, I'm not going to argue with you. You don't think that I look at you and I don't care about how you feel. Like, you don't think.
See what I mean?
At the time, I'm like seeing you, and I do love you, and I'm like looking at you, and I'm like, this guy's devastated.
She's literally feeling his feelings for him, not asking. And even if she asks, he's going to tell her how he feels, and she won't believe it. She won't believe it because she believes what she believes about how he looks. He's literally telling you how he feels, but she doesn't believe it. She feels that she knows him enough that she's like, you're lying to me. You're lying to me.
Dated. And then a part of me is like, I also don't want to, but I'm like, again, I was like in this triangle where like, okay, if I don't have the baby, things can still move forward, because it's like we can still figure out if we're compatible. We can still figure all that out. And yeah, I don't, again,
You're not going to be compatible with a man that wanted to have a child with you, but you didn't want the same thing. That's if you were even pregnant. If you're gonna go get rid of this child, and this might be the only opportunity for him to have one, and you know that, you're not gonna be compatible after that. A lot of people saying, oh dang, sometimes we don't see the signs.
Yeah.
But he said he did, which he put himself in this position.
Yeah, you did.
He got to take all ownership with dealing with a
Which I
woman
expect
like
him to
this
do.
and giving her so many opportunities.
I expect him to do that. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I understand. Abba, I understand, my nigga. she's gorgeous. I'm gonna keep it a buck. She's fine. She got a nice body, pretty smile, pretty eyes. She's gorgeous. I get it. I get it, nigga. But I'm also glad that I do expect him to take accountability for that, and I think he did. I think he has. I think he just said that he did. But him even doing this is basically him taking accountability and also proving his name, because again, she came onto the internet with a video saying, with her recording him saying that I don't give a fuck if you get an abortion. Now we're like, wait, what? Abba saying he don't give a fuck? Abba about to be on here like the baby? Like, bitch, I don't give a fuck about that damn baby.
Opportunities to be manipulative, vindictive, and a goddamn devil.
And I don't think if the pregnancy happened, I don't think any of this would have happened. But sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't know. I think I always told you the outcome I would have preferred. But I told you I would support you regardless, and I'd be there for you. And I think I try to show up both emotionally and physically by being there in person. I think I went out of my way to try to make that clear to you. And also didn't lie to you. I didn't tell you I'm going to be fine, everything's going to be great. I told you, like, it's going to be tough on us. It's going to be tough on you, it's going to be tough on me. I don't know how I'm going to change afterwards. I can only tell you that I'm dreading it. And I think that's a reasonable and, like, mature response to the whole situation. You know, I don't need anyone to coddle me or anything like that. Like, I know these things are going to be difficult. And who knows, maybe it does break us. Who knows? But I would never force you into parenthood before you're ready.
Yeah.
And I always told you that.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying there is because she didn't want to have the kid, and I was saying I did, right?
Yeah.
I told her, though, like, I'm not going to sit here and convince you to be a parent.
Bingo.
I think that's weird.
It is weird.
Like, I can't force someone to be a parent. So if I'm having a kid with somebody and I'm the one who wants it and they don't want it, I'm not going to force them into parenthood. So I told her what I felt, and then I stopped. I stopped trying to convince her to keep the kid. She didn't want to keep it. So I just accepted it and tried to be supportive.
I just said that. If I don't want the kid, I'm not going to convince her to not want the kid with me. If she wants that kid, but some women can feel as though that is either somehow manipulative or somehow abusive, emotional abusive. But it's like, I don't want to convince you on something that you already have your mind set on. I want you to make a sound decision. I want you to make a right decision. When you have this child, this is your decision to make this child and birth this child. When I told you what I wanted, but you are the woman that's going to birth this child, go through 9 months of labor with this child. You understand what I mean? I'm not going to go through that. It's just me.
Supportive, but I was in this really weird position, so I'll keep going. Always. And I understand you may have not felt that way, but I think you don't know from my perspective, like, I really tried to convey to you what I wanted while letting you know that I would have your back to the best of my abilities, whatever you choose. And I understand you might have felt differently, I'm just saying what I said and what I tried to do in terms of actions. Okay, right? Because you didn't want me there for the abortion. Remember? I had to convince you. Yeah. So I wanted to be there for it, and I told you it's my responsibility.
She didn't want him to be there for the abortion. That does give me red flags and why she didn't want him. But at the same time, you never know what people may feeling as far as how they process certain things. Some people are saying things of, maybe she never had a baby in the first place. That's why she didn't want him there. Things of that nature. Like, I'm also thinking in the aspect of, why wouldn't you want me to be there with something so traumatic, like unaliving a possibility of a child to be inside you that I had a part to play in? You know what I mean? But
it was not.
She didn't want him there for the abortion because it's probably no child. You don't keep scheduling appointments. She was just scheduling appointments just to show him.
She was saying that she was doing it back to back as far as like 9 times. 9 times? 9 times? Like, I don't know if they were consecutively 9 times, but it's like 9 times y'all are scheduling. Like, nah.
She scheduled an appointment. She didn't want you to. Do y'all just listen to her response? The only reason she responding like that is because she's been recording him. So she want to make herself seem as perfect, and I could be a little biased. He probably trying to make himself seem a little perfect too when he figure out she has been recording him. But this was a month after he noticed she was recording him and he stopped. But just listen to that response. Let's go back to that.
You didn't want me there for the abortion. Remember? I had to convince you.
That was a weird ass. That was a weird ass response. I'm not gonna. But again, emotions are running through this whole thing. Fellas, like, I get that it sounds crazy, it sounds creepy, but yes, if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, ABBA literally said it's a duck, so he owns up to this shit. We know that it was a duck, right? But still, like, I'm sure that there was other answers to ABBA that he probably ignored that probably would have stopped this from happening. Like, I say that, like, again, I'm saying this, but I promise you, I'm preaching to myself. Because I'm not gonna hold you. It's some situations out there that I'm probably still entertaining. And it ain't no probably. I am. I'm gonna own up to that shit. I'm gonna take accountability. I am. And I'm answering them like, I don't know if I believe you, but I hear you. You know what I mean? But she pretty. I said to her, my mama told me never trust a pretty face and a thick ass waist. Lord Jesus, that waist so damn thick. That's a problem. Fellas, don't be me. Do not fucking be me. But, she pretty. She pretty, bro. I'm going through the shit in my head like I need to practice what I preach. I need to practice what I fucking preach, goddamn.
Yeah. So I wanted to be there for it, and I told you it's my responsibility. It was not to convince you. When I got there at the hotel, I was not trying to talk to you about it.
Nigga lying like a motherfucker. At first he I know he wanted this child. He seen how crazy this bitch started to act. He wanted to ensure there was no child. Like he regret. Like, sometimes you regret the people you fall in love with, but falling in love after 4 months, she must got that goddamn.
Now listen, falling in love after a week. Now 4 months is understandable, Albert. I give you that. 4 months, and you just yang. You feel me? One hand on frontal, one hand on neck. Yang, mung, you feel me? All up in that motherfucker. You feel me? All up in that motherfucker. You feel me? And like I said before, she's fine. Okay, she's fine and she's fit. Like, that ass is assing. I'm just gonna respectfully, Libby, respectfully. But I know for a fact that in my head, when I see someone that look as fine as she does, I'm automatically assuming that. Well, like, what's the catch? Because it's got to be a catch in this, God. Like, what's the catch? Like, just let me know, like, what the catch is. You feel me? Either she want me for my money, she a little bit loopy. You feel me? Got some mama daddy issues. Like, what's the catch? She want a kid, I don't want a kid. What's the catch? Like, what's the catch? But yeah, 4 months. I'll give you that. 4 months. I'll give you 4 months. Now, if he did this shit within 4 weeks, then, you know what I mean, like, you feel me, like,
You feel me?
I know you were trying to say sweet things to me to tell me, like, we'll have more kids in the future, all this stuff. I was like, you don't have to say this stuff. It doesn't make me feel good, and it's okay. Like, I'm going to be there. We just got a big day tomorrow. Let's just get through it. And, like, that's me telling you I don't like what's happening, but I'm here because I care about you.
Yeah, she told him when he was tripping about her getting the abortion, she told him, don't worry, we can get rid of this one, but we can have more kids later.
wow. That's, wait a minute. Wow. We can get rid of this one, but we can have more. If anything, and I know as I'm 36, I'm an unk, right? I just go by patterns. When I hear that, I hear, and this may sound a little bit crazy, but I don't think that she wanted to be with Abba in the first place. Call me crazy, but I don't think she wanted to be with Abba in the first place. Because when you say something like that, it's either one of the two things. You're being manipulative because you want to get a response out of him, which is, call it what it is, it's manipulative. Or you're saying this because you genuinely don't know if you truly fuck with him. You don't know if you truly like him. Because he wants the baby. He wants the baby. And you don't want the baby. Now, yes, mind you, I do believe that women can have their own life. Got they shit going on. But you're dealing with a nigga that got money. Let's just call it with a buck. Like, Abba got money. I get it, parasocial. I have the parasocial belief that Abba is a man that handles his money well. You're talking to a nigga that still has the creaks, and they play the sound effect just to let it be known, but he has the creaks in the house that he lives in, probably. Either that house that they live in, or they probably moved into another house. They had that shit for years. So I got a feeling that they've been stacking that money. Sponsors, collaborations, you know what I mean? All of that. Ads for years. So yeah, let's just keep it above. I just got a feeling that maybe she just did not want to do it with him. It's like the Eva Longoria. I think that's her name, Eva Longoria. She was like putting it out as, I never wanted kids. But when I seen that nigga Ryan Gosling, I think that's his name, Ryan Gosling. When I seen his ass, I wanted his kids. You understand what I'm saying? I know the ladies probably don't, but I think that some ladies do. Like the aspect of this is just my personal belief. She doesn't believe that Abba is Himothy to her, if that makes any sense. Because of the way she's going about the aspect of pregnancy. Yes, she can have her own life and want her life to be as fruitful. And if you want to keep it a buck, I do believe that her prettiness, her beauty plays a part in why she feels as though this man Abba is not the best that she can do, and she's not willing to be like, oh well, I'm willing to just go ahead and lay the law down, and we gonna be doing this, stick this thing on out, you feel me, till death do us part type shit. You understand? Do you get where I'm coming from? That's just me though. You know what I mean? That's just me. But again, this is just going through my years of 36 years of living and the behavior patterns of the women, not just that I've dealt with, but also the women that family have dealt with, friends have dealt with. And of course, you gotta always fuck with Al Gore's internet.
So I think what's tough for me is like, so
Man, buddy,
he going through it.
Buddy start crying.
He going through it, bro.
Somebody
He
out,
going through it.
He's soft. Oh, he's
He love that girl, bruh. Call it what it is. He love that girl. She fine. She fine. And she raveled his mind. She got into his mind enough to where he started mung raw. You feel me? One hand on one hand on. I'm gonna keep saying this. One hand on frontal, one hand on neck. Mung. Talk about I'm acting crazy. I'm acting different. Me? I'm acting different. I'm acting crazy. Nah, you acting crazy.
This and that. But y'all gotta understand, all men can't have children though, dog. Some men wants to be a father, bro, and start a family. Especially when he was thinking, like he said he felt betrayed, bro. Then y'all go, oh, he criticized Myron Gaines or Walter and his chick haven't been displaying herself like some OnlyFans model. We didn't even know who this dude guy was. We haven't.
I don't know. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know if she's been displaying herself as an OnlyFans model. I've seen the past women that allegedly ABBA has dealt with, and let's just say that I don't know. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just going. I don't know, because this current one, she may not be a OnlyFans model, but she's definitely a content creator, if you understand what I mean. Because that body is bodying. Okay? That body is definitely bodying. Respectfully, Miss Libby. Respectfully. And ABBA. I mean, I want to respect their situation that they got going on. But at the same time, I'm going to keep it a buck. That body is bodying. Technically, he's a content creator too. Technically, right? So if you understand what I'm talking about, his content is the talking the talk, you know, the political talks and all that shit, debates and shit. Her content is her content. Wake up, nigga.
I heard any scandals about his girl trying to go deal with other men. She been low key, and even if she a low key woman, bro, she's still a woman when you got money and fame as a goddamn man. It's evident though, bro. It's so crazy. Yeah, bro. Players get hurt too, goddamn. He criticized people, so he understand it, but only the real will really understand though, dog.
So she didn't want me there for the abortion. I flew down anyways. And the night before the abortion, she was talking to me. She's like, we can have more kids in the future. And I'm like, right before you're going to go end this.
Yeah, that's weird.
What you want to come for me with? So
that's
like,
weird.
Stop.
That's
it's
weird.
Okay. I'm not here to be a sour pout. I'm not pouting. It's okay.
Like, just listen to that. A woman telling a man, hey, I'm going to get rid of this first child, knowing that you can't have too many children. Keep that in the back of your head. I'm going to get rid of this child, but hey, we can have more in the future. Am I tripping for thinking that she don't consider this nigga as Himothy? I know I'm not the only one thinking, oh, maybe you don't really fuck with me like that. Because you're not, like, I get the aspect of this is your body, your choice. I get that. I promise you I do. But you also don't understand the aspect that I do want this child, right? Not only that, but you also understand the aspect of I can't have enough children. I mean, that much children by my doctor. And you're just playing with my C's like gambling, boy. Just it's not funny, but you know, respectfully, I promise you, I understand where you're coming from. I'm not trying to laugh at your pain. I promise you. I've been in this situation before, and it can be debilitating in how men are just supposed to. We're always looked at as the demons in these situations, which is what's happening. But yeah, I don't know, man. A woman saying that to me, and I was in the predicament. If I was in the predicament that he's in, and a woman saying, hey, I don't want to have this child, but later on we can have some children. It's kind of like, it's like a donkey and a carrot stick. That's what I feel like. I feel like a jackass. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's what I feel like. And it's hard for me to see the aspect of me being a donkey because I love this girl. And I don't see the carrot stick. I'm literally following her. I'm following her, but that's the thing. I'm following her. Rather than, this is what I want. You don't want it. Why am I still dealing with you? If I was Abba, I can see Abba saying exactly those words. If this was a completely different situation and Abba's literally doing his little take on this, he's going to probably pull a devil's advocate where he pulls that what I just said. If this is her body, her choice, I'm always for that, right? But if I know that I want children and I can barely have children at that, and this woman tells me exactly that, why the fuck am I dealing with her? Do you understand what I mean? There's some women that will want children and will not tell you that they want children until it's like literally the seed is already inside her. They'll be giving you the whole aspect of, yeah, I don't want children too. Like, I'm not ready for that. You know, whoop-de-whoop, all of that. She got a seed inside of her. You know, and you use the condom, but you know, God works in mysterious ways. Just is what it is. But yeah, like, I don't know, man.
Go through with this. I wake up in the morning and she canceled the abortion. So this is like the 9th time already that she's changed her mind between having it or not having it. And I can't stress this to you guys enough, how fucking debilitating and mentally breaking it is to have to deal with somebody changing their mind. Now, I'm sympathetic because I can imagine it's a stressful situation. You're deciding your future, you're hormonal. You know, I'm being as patient as I can be throughout the whole process. I'm not saying nothing because I don't know what it's like to carry a kid. But to be honest with you, it was tough on me. Okay, the same was tough on her. I'm not here to villainize her or whatever. All my friends, my friends have nothing nice to say about her. Okay, they say she didn't have women were pregnant, it's lying, whatever.
Facts.
I don't say any of that because I know, despite what the fuck she's doing now and all this goofy ass shit, she's not a bad person. At least that's not the experience I had with her. Now, maybe I'm stupid, whatever.
Stupid in love, Abba. Stupid in love. Yes, nigga. It happens to the best of us. And if anything, it's a state of vulnerability. We're saying stupid, but it's the better words to say is you're being vulnerable. That's all. And that's what love forces us to be, is vulnerable. It forces us to be vulnerable. So yes, some people look at it as dumb as fuck, and some people look at it as giving love a chance. This is what it is. Half glass empty, half glass full.
Whatever it is, love struck, whatever you want to say.
That shit she got between her legs must be fire.
It's not just that, but I mean, it's as a man, I will say that it has a big predominant role. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Just gonna keep it a buck, because I don't believe that Abba is the type of dude that don't get pussy. I seen the women that he's entertained. Even Destiny called out some of the women that he's entertained and the shit that he used to do with their ass. Okay, I shouldn't even know the shit that they used to do, but here we are. But needless to say, he likes to participate in some activities. You feel me? And this one just kind of did that thing. You feel me? Did the grapefruit technique. You feel me? I'm trying to be funny because you know what I mean. But it's like, it's not just that. I'm not gonna say that it's just her pussy. I think that she did something extra with her love and how she showed up, or it's just the how he responds to how she's. I don't think that this is something that's out of the blue. It took 9 times for her to basically do the abortion on, abortion off. You know what I mean? Like 9 times. How much you want to bet that this is not the only thing that she's been she's been flipped over. This is not the only subject. This is not the only detail that she's been flipping over. She's gorgeous. She's pretty. She's a beautiful woman. Right? And he getting that mang. You feel me? He getting that in it make us think a little bit different. It do, and it gets the best of us, fellas. I know some of y'all niggas be cock diesel brolic as fuck. You feel me? A man's man. You feel me? But you find that one. You feel me? You find that one, and then I don't wanna be a player no more. I Punisher, still got what you looking for. You feel me? Like for real.
On top of her head must be fire. The hands fire.
Fire.
You telling me she's not a bad after? But
Listen. I get it, fellas. I'm just saying. I agree. I think that he overlooked a lot of her red flags. I do believe that this is not the first time. This is just the last time. Hopefully, we don't know, cause niggas is bound to go back for that pussy, boy. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm niggas. Okay. I'm gonna leave it at that. This is halfway through the. It's halfway and it's 46. Cause I was just giving y'all a breakdown of why I feel the way I feel about this shit. Again, I don't agree with everything that Abbott does. I'm not gonna lambast him. I feel as though he conducted himself very well with this situation. I think that I would have done the same thing. I don't want her moving on what I want her to want. I want her to genuinely either not want the baby or genuinely. That's just me. I don't want to say anything that can skew her decision making in that process. That's just me. Some niggas be like, nah, boop. When she's in that process and the baby is already in her, listen, I want you to make a sound decision. A ethical, rational decision. You understand what I mean? I'm not gonna say logical, but an ethical, rational. Because sometimes people will be irrational and it'll self-sabotage their own, you know what I mean, their own life. Like, there we go. Bun.